So today we're going to learn how to create a pop art effect, and we're going to call this method 1, and this is the result that you will get. Okay, so you want to select an image that you want to work with. So I'm using this one here, and then we want to select our pen tool, and then we want to map out the part of the image that we want to select, just like so. So I'm just going to quickly pause this and then come back to my selection. Okay, so you can see that I have selected all these points around here, and then I'm just going to select the final point there. Then I'm going to right click here and select make selection, and then just don't select feather radius, and then just hit OK. Then go into select and inverse, and then press the delete key to remove that background. Now what we want to do next is select inverse again, and then go into edit, copy, and then edit, paste, and then that has put that on a new layer there. Now what we want to do is, whilst holding the control key, click the new layer button, and then that will create a layer below the one we just selected. Now what we want to do is fill this layer with a color. So I'm just going to select a blue here and select the paint bucket tool, and then just fill the background with blue. Now what we want to do is select the top layer there, and then go into image, adjustments, and threshold, and then you just want to play around with the threshold until you get a desired detailed effect. So I'm just going to select 101 for this example, and just hit OK. The next thing we want to do is, whilst holding control again, click the layers button to create a layer underneath the one that we had selected. So it should be here, and then we want to fill these with colors. So we're going to start with the skin color, and we want to fill that there, and then we want to make sure that our top layer has the blending mode of multiply, and then so that's now filled that with that color. So what we want to do next is remove this color here, because we don't want that as the background. So the easiest way to do that is holding control, click on the top icon just there, then we want to go into select, inverse, and then press the delete key. Now we just want to use the paintbrush tool or the eraser tool, select, deselect, and then we just want to erase those parts of the image that we don't really want. So just getting rid of those, and then you can do the same with this layer here. Don't really need those lines there, these lines here. Okay, so now we just want to hold control, click a new layer, and then we just want to create a new layer. So we'll rename this one skin, and we'll call this one lips, and then just pick a color for each layer, and then you just paint on where it's meant to go. So for the lips, probably an easy way to do this is to hide these two layers so that you can see the lips in the previous layer, and then change to a small type brush, and then we want to select our paintbrush tool and draw on the lips just like so. Now of course you can make sure you do this exactly perfect, but I'm just going to quickly run over this just so you get the idea. Okay, so now when we view those layers and zoom out, you can see that the lips have been added. Now we're just going to click new layer, and then we want to call this one eye white, and then we want to reset the colors and paint in the colors, paint in these eye colors just like that. Okay, so I'm just doing this quickly. Of course you can take your time and your results will look a lot better. And then we want to create another new layer, and we'll call this one eye color, and then just select color that you want to paint the eyes. So I'm just selecting a blue, paint those on, and of course if your hair needs to have color added, you can create the hair color. So that's a basic pop art effect using Photoshop. I hope this has been a help to you. Thanks for watching.